People have been wondering, when is Jay-Z going to talk? What's Jay-Z doing? Is Jay-Z involved in any of the Diddy stuff? He's close friends with Diddy. Now we have a refiled lawsuit from October that stated that Diddy a girl that was only 13 years old at an after party in his house after the VMAs. This was in the year 2000. Celebrity A was listed, but now it's been revealed in a refiling that Celebrity A was Jay-Z. And it states in his lawsuit that Jay-Z allegedly raped this girl, and after he finished, he held her down with another female celebrity as Diddy the girl. She was drugged prior. She got there. She signed like some sort of NDA prior, allegedly, when she arrived there at the party. This is all alleged. Now we have Jay-Z responding. Jay-Z immediately, minutes after response, not his lawyers, Jay-Z, denying everything and basically coming at the actual attorney behind this, who is known as Tony Buzbee. Tony Buzbee is behind dozens of lawsuits against Diddy, and he's been accused of being a clout-chasing lawyer by many people in the past. Jay-Z questions everything about Tony Buzbee. He said that Tony Buzbee is basically trying to blackmail him and that Tony Buzbee's not even a good lawyer. He's saying that Tony Buzbee's not even really a Marine, right? It got personal. He said, I look forward to showing you just how different I am. Basically, he wants to damn near go maybe to trial with this, because he says that he will not give him one penny because they tried to settle, but Jay-Z doesn't want to settle. Jay-Z doesn't want to give them any money. He feels like obviously this is complete bullshit. That's his case. And then after that, Jay-Z mentions that this is something that him and Beyonce have to sit down now and speak to the children. So explain to them the cruelty and the greed of people. This lawyer's named Diddy dozens of times, anonymous when it comes to the celebrities. The first time he's named another celebrity, Jay-Z. Who would have thought that Cat Williams started the year and the year doesn't, this is the year that never ends. It's not even Christmas, and then we got this case, and it might be the biggest story of the year. Like, we just had Drake suing UMG. What the fuck is happening? But the court of public opinion. What do you guys think? What is your thoughts on this? And then Tony Buzbee responds to Jay-Z minutes after. Again, Tony Buzbee posts a photo of him as a Marine. He didn't like that Jay-Z called him a fake Marine. He's alleging that he's being harassed by people, his employees are being harassed, his clients are being harassed, and that his family is being followed by mysterious people, allegedly. He's saying that he doesn't want to be intimidated or bullied. So it seems like Tony Buzbee and Jay-Z have now taken this personal. But leave your comments down below. How do you guys feel? Jay-Z responded expeditiously. To end the year, one of the craziest stories now has broken. Doesn't mean it's true. Doesn't mean it's real. Doesn't mean it's valid. But it's broken news. It's news, an official, actual lawsuit, and a civil lawsuit. We have arguably the greatest rapper of all time, one of the most successful men in the history of humanity, right? It doesn't get peak black excellence. And to be honest, he's bigger than everything. Like, he's more successful than a lot of white billionaires. And they'll never be as cool as Jay-Z. You know, right? Jay-Z's that guy. He is the ultimate end goal in a business mindset. But the man that a lot of people have been wondering, where is he, or just what is he gonna say about the Diddy situation this year? People have always been wondering, where's Jay-Z? What is Jay-Z saying, right? And he has his right to not care about any of this and be quiet. But now Jay-Z has, for the first time, I think maybe ever, that we've seen, spoken himself, not lawyers. Jay-Z has spoken himself in a statement minutes after he's been accused of raping a 13-year-old in the year 2000, 24 years ago, with Diddy at an after party after the MTV VMA Awards. She was 13 at the time, allegedly, and she was drugged up. Another celebrity allegedly was watching when this happened. And this is an older lawsuit from October, I believe, that Diddy was already accused of doing this. But then they refiled it, the lawsuit, I believe today, brand new refiled lawsuit. And now they've added Jay-Z into the actual names of the people with Diddy 24 years ago. This girl now, she was 13, so now she has to be 37, about 37 years old. She's a 37-year-old woman now. And Jay-Z responded. Jay-Z is accusing the attorney, Tony Buzbee, of blackmail, saying that Tony Buzbee has been trying to blackmail him, frame him, basically, And then Tony Buzbee immediately responded again minutes after, saying that he's been getting followed and his family's been getting followed by mysterious people. Like, this is crazy. Like, this is crazy. Let me show you guys everything right now. I usually do live streams. Make sure to check out our live stream tomorrow night and our podcast tomorrow night, Cap. Well, I'll break this down more in depth and get the guys' take. And I'll have you guys call in. You guys can call in tomorrow and you'll be able to give your takes on everything. But here we have this was broken by NBC, I believe. Right? So this was originally a lawsuit filed in October in New York, listing Combs as the defendant, Diddy as a defendant. It was refiled today, and they include now Sean Carter, Jay-Z, of allegedly raping a 13-year-old girl in the year 2000 along with Diddy. Right? Now, mind you, this is filed by the attorney Tony Buzbee. Tony Buzbee is a controversial guy who is the same guy behind the Diddy hotline that has hundreds of people. I think it wasn't hundreds or thousands of people calling and accusing Diddy of things because he created a Diddy hotline. In my opinion, we're going to get to the facts, or the legal facts are stated here, but in my opinion, I think Tony Buzbee is a clout-chasing attorney. He gives a lot of patterns of behavior to be that. Now, it doesn't mean that Tony Buzbee doesn't have any truth or validity to any of his cases, right? There could be some, obviously, in some things that actually have credence, but we have to be careful here. There's all allegedly, there's all the accusations. And at the same time, you have to remember, when it comes to attorneys, right? Attorneys look out for their clients first. It could be the devil himself. The devil himself is going to have an attorney that's going to represent him and going to look out for his client first. But just to obviously give, this is illogical, but some people, just a reminder. Buzbee has filed several lawsuits in recent months, all withheld their complaints names, accusing Diddy of assault and rape. This is the first suit in which he has named another high-profile defendant. Now, mind you, Tony Buzbee has accused Diddy, right, of even doing things sexually, illegally with other celebrities without their consent, with their consent, etc. And this is the first time he's actually named another celebrity. Tony Buzbee has done, at this point, I think dozens of cases with lawsuits. So many lawsuits, so many to count against Diddy. And this is the first one where he's naming another celebrity, which is Jay-Z. This is the actual case, though. You guys can read it right here. I'll leave the link in the description if you guys want to get the actual case. We're not withholding or gatekeeping the information here. This is all public and it's all accusations. And it's Jay-Z. So this should be highlighted, and I think it needs to be highlighted. So if you read the actual accusations here, this was today. Filed in the United States District Court of New York. Sean Combs, Daddy's House Recording Inc. Everything that Diddy's ever done. Daddy's House Recording. I think Daddy's House doesn't exist anymore. Combs Global, Combs Enterprise, Bad Boy Entertainment Withholdings, Bad Boy Productions, Bookings, etc. And then Sean Carter. That's what needs to be highlighted right here. Defendants Jane Doe. She's not named, right, at all. This was the actual case right here, the introduction. They drugged and raped allegedly raped a 13-year-old girl at an after party after the 2000 VMA Awards. Another celebrity stood by and watched Diddy and Jay-Z allegedly take turns assaulting the minor. All right. Many others were present at the after party but did not stop the assault. Combs has been allowed for years to conduct himself in this manner without any consequence. He believes he's above the law. His close friend Jay-Z has been with Combs during many instances as described herein. Both perpetrators must face justice. Defendant Carter is like Combs, wildly successful rapper, businessman. Carter and Combs have a long history together. Carter met and began collaborating musically with Diddy in the 1990s. Combs and Diddy have rose together to the very top of hip hop industry in terms of fame and influence by the end of that decade. Diddy and Jay-Z were simply not. Let me put this closer for you guys. Diddy and Jay-Z were simply not occasional collaborators in the music industry. The two men developed a close relationship, friendship, as has been well documented since the 90s until now. Together, they have attended countless music industry events for each other's business ventures, parties, after parties. Indeed, the two men have apparently been so close that Combs stated in 2023 that Carter, Jay-Z, is the only person other than Diddy's mother that's allowed to call him by his legal name, Sean. This was prior, I guess, to the accusations in the case with Diddy. In an interview, he probably stated that. They were obviously close, you know. We can't deny that. We can't deny that. Does it mean anything? Might mean nothing, but they were just close, publicly at least. Jay-Z and Diddy attended the VMAs together. Diddy had an after party for many of the most famous celebrities in the music industry and entertainment industry, including Jay-Z, which is where the events allegedly in the complaint occurred. The female is from Alabama. She resides in Alabama. Diddy is a male, etc. Right, this is 21 pages, guys. You guys can either slow it down to read it, or I'll have the link down below for you guys to read it as well. I'll make sure to timestamp the video to expedite you guys who are watching this. Again, this is not a podcast. It's just a little mini podcast. I was going to put it on Patreon, but might as well put it on YouTube for you guys to see this all. Carter is identified in plaintiff's original complaint as Celebrity A. So in the original complaint, it said Celebrity A, unnamed. He's Celebrity A. Prior to the filing of this amended complaint, Carter received a letter from the plaintiff's counsel requesting a mediation to resolve this matter. Upon present information and belief, Jay-Z responded to said letter by not only filing an utterly frivolous lawsuit, but also by orchestrating a conspiracy of harassment, bullying, and intimidation against the plaintiff's lawyers and their families, employees, and former associates in an attempt to silence plaintiff from naming Jay-Z herein. This effort was meant to scare plaintiff and to discredit her counsel. That effort failed. Indeed, plaintiff chose to file immediate this amendment. So basically, after the behavior allegedly by Jay-Z against Tony Buzbee, his family, and against the girl now, maybe allegedly scaring them, bullying them, intimidating them, allegedly, that's what made her file this amendment. And today on a Sunday, it's crazy. It's crazy. I wonder if this woman's ever going to be interviewed, right? The court is subject to jurisdiction because this case is between citizens of two different states and the amount in controversy exceeds $75,000. Jury demand, plaintiff hereby demands a trial by jury on her claims in this action. So they want to take this to trial. And Jay-Z said he'll take it to trial too. I'll read that soon. On or around September 7th, 2000, plaintiff, then 13 years old, had a friend drop her off near Radio City Music Hall in New York City so she could try to attend the VMAs. She wanted to as a part of her bucket list. So this breaks down everything. I'm just trying to cover the new stuff for you guys, the Jay-Z stuff. Okay. After drinking a portion of that drink, plaintiff began to feel woozy, lightheaded, making her need to lie down. A photograph of an exemplary. I suck with these big words. Exemplary. My apologies, guys. First language is Spanish. Exemplary container used by Combs and or his agents and employees to insert GHB into alcoholic drinks is seen below. What the fuck? A photograph of an exemplary container. But why is these, so these are photos of an example, but not the actual ones that Diddy used. But why use these photos? These photos are so low resolution where it looks as if it's something that they found Diddy having. Maybe that's the purpose instead of professional photos. Everything's about motive here, guys. Right. Looking to place to rest. Soon, Combs Diddy entered the room along with the defendant Jay-Z, my bad, and a female celebrity. Oh my God. Now they're involving another female celebrity B. She, at 13 years old, immediately recognized all three celebrities. Diddy aggressively approached her with a crazed look in his eyes, grabbed her and said, "You are ready to party." Diddy then threw the plaintiff towards a wall, causing the plaintiff to fall. Plaintiff got up and stumbled. At that point, after Diddy grabbed her and threw her on the bed, Jay-Z removed the plaintiff's clothes as she grew more and more disoriented. Plaintiff was held down by Jay-Z as she vaginally raped her, while Diddy and Celebrity B watched. Oh my God. This is just crazy to fucking read, bro. And my thing is, like, it has to... God bless. Because even if this is all fake, as a lawyer, to put all this is just crazy. It's like, it feels weird. After Jay-Z finished, she stepped back toward the wall. Diddy then stepped forward. Oh my God. Hold up, guys. Got me sneezing. That's how serious this shit is. After Jay-Z finished, she stepped back towards the wall. Diddy then stepped forward. Diddy then stepped forward and then vaginally raped plaintiff while Jay-Z and Celebrity B watched. Diddy then knocked down the woman, the girl, attempted to force her to perform oral sex on him. She fought back, standing up quickly and punching out at the same time, hitting Diddy in the neck. Taken aback, Diddy stopped his attempt. When Diddy backed away in his surprise, she grabbed her clothes and her shoes and she ran out of the bedroom, holding her dress in front of her like a towel. She ran around the residence until she found the front door and she was able to leave the party. Although there were other guests still at the party, no one appeared to take notice of the girl leaving, being in distress, or attempting to help her. Or they didn't attempt to help her, she's saying. Once outside, she put her clothes back on. She left the scene in the dark. She attempted to retrace the route taken by the limo driver. She kept running out until she was able to reach a gas station. A female clerk noticed her, allowed her to use the phone. She called her father, admitted that she had lied about her whereabouts, and asked him to pick her up. The father arrived to pick her up shortly after dawn. After the assault, plaintiff fell into deep suppression. She was depressed, which continued to affect her every facet of her life. Jesus Christ. Buzbee right here. Tony Buzbee. Boom. All right. And this is where it gets crazier. How can I show this bigger? Let me move to the side. Minutes after, we have Jay-Z responding. Literally minutes after. And it's Jay-Z himself. It's not his lawyers. He posted it on Rock Nation's Twitter. And it looks like he might have just typed this on his iPhone and then put it into like the notes or like a doc and then made them post it. But it reads here. He says, my lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Buzbee. What he had calculated was that the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny, says Jay-Z. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. The lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these types of theatrics. I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Buzbee, but I promise you, I have seen your kind many times over. And this is where Jay-Z takes a personal dig at Tony Buzbee. He says, I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine? Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will sit our children down. He also mentions Beyonce here. He says, my wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. God damn. You have made a terrible error in judgment, thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these type of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics, will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me that, if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am. Wow. Damn. God damn. He dropped a full ether on Tony Buzbee. But then we have Tony Buzbee literally minutes after. Tony Buzbee responds. Specifically, he took slight, or he got offended by Jay-Z questioning if he's really a Marine or not. Right? Tony Buzbee. And this is what Tony Buzbee said. Tony Buzbee said, with the photo of him as a Marine, when he was younger, Tony Buzbee said in an Instagram post with a caption, responding to Jay-Z and everything that's happening, he said, recognize this guy? This is a picture from the Weapons Platoon Commander, Alpha Company, 1st Battalion, 4th Marines from our old Western Pacific cruise book. Despite a coordinated and aggressive effort that has included harassing my kids, contacting my clients and former clients to encourage them to sue me, contacting my colleagues and or former employees asking if I've abused them before, showing up to my current employees' homes to harass them, filing frivolous cases against me and my law firm, defaming me with outrageous assertions to anyone who will listen, and having mysterious people follow me and my family. I'm still that guy. Damn. I won't be bullied or intimidated. People will see through this effort to discredit me and my clients, and the truth will be revealed. I also won't allow anyone to scare my clients into silence. Sunlight is the best disinfectant, and I am quite certain the sun is coming. God damn. Yeah, this is crazy. So it seems like Tony Buzbee and Jay-Z have now taken this personal, right? They both have this, it's a personal thing now. It's just become deeper than just a legal thing. Now, they probably hate each other. Literally hate each other. This is insane. This is insane. But leave your comments down below. How do you guys feel? Jay-Z responded expeditiously. Insane. Yeah. See you tomorrow, guys, on the podcast.